underway. It hits the bonce, I think, of Auckland. Coming through was Rainbird, rides the tackle. He's in trouble now. Riley away and eager to move it. A kick in the advantage of Leedham. Body contact, didn't quite complete the mark. Parker just trickles it over. Shouts for deliberate.
No, he's got pace, hasn't he, Dylan Riley? His ability then to run and carry the footy. As Mitch Rainbird was just caught with the ball. Braden Webb deep forward for the Magpies. Love him to get on the scoreboard.
So thrown in, down from Leedham. Racing through was Jones. Back into the mix. Riley with a tackle. Jones now. He can't bring it back from there, can he? Doesn't have the journey, not quite offline.
It's a couple of times he's got some real power and penetration from kicks across his body.
He makes it look easy, doesn't he?
He's not missing too much, Brownie.
He's a ripper.
Joseph now plays on. Kick into the centre.
Well, good gather.
It's a good gather indeed by Bester. An unorthodox kick, though. Dakin almost. Atkin does well. Ruller, Kelly Mansell, and a Glenorchy sandwich.
Brownie, where do you see Chase going in the draft? I asked you that about Harrison Gunford before, but where are you thinking he'll drop now? Because there was talk of top 10 there at one stage. You might come back to that.
Jones now, trying to rush through. Pals it through his leg. He's dealt with after he got rid of the footy. That's a free kick for Chase Jones.
Yeah, Brent is right on cue. I would have thought Chase would be an inside 20 pick.
Good kick, favouring Leedham. Leedham almost. Down for the fall of Riley. Gets by one. Riley now. Can he find the goal? No. Offline to left.
Fend off there. Dusty Martin sort of style.
He has a bit of Dusty in his game with the tats and the strength. Playing forward and a burst of speed. There is a little bit of Dusty about him. It's the kick out rather, is taken short to Rainbird and he finds Atkin.
It's been okay, Atkin.
He has. That tackle right on the edge of three-quarter time was huge. He goes along looking for Duffy. The battle of the ruckman with Auckland. It falls for Smith. He tries to keep it alive, but it's over the line and out for a throw.
22 points is the gap Glenorchy needs to fill in. Standing between them and a place against North Launceston next week. Lonnie in the box seat at the moment. Plenty of time left, though, as Auckland taps it down to Paul Freeman. Arnold coming through. Paul Freeman going to get it back. It's Riley now, though. Off to Jones. Chase Jones, the young gun. Intercepted by Joseph. And Atkins there lurking too. And it's ended up over the boundary line.
Already that looks a really good move. Dylan Riley into the midfield. He'd have fresh legs. Play predominantly deep forward. And he can potentially run out this game, you would think.
So the sun almost gone here and disappeared for the afternoon on the venue anyway. Lights won't be too far away. As Paul Freeman wheels around, puts it to the top of the square. It's all Glenorchy, though. 2-on-1 contest. Good mark taken. Oh. Parker not paid. Ball up.
That must have been off the hands. Reads it so well, Paul Freeman, doesn't he, from the stoppage? Just off the ruckman's hands. They just seems to react quicker than anyone else.
Here's a chance. Jones. Chase Jones. No.
Speaking of reacting quicker, he does it very well too, that man, Chase Jones.
Can't wait to see him at an AFL club next year. Not a matter of if he will be, it's where he'll be at. So comes back in. Van der Velde at the back. Tyrrell goes backwards. Now Savage under pressure. Rowbottom was there. And now kicked off the ground by Bailey Bester. Oh, and a free kick there, surely. Yep. Tripped. And it is going the way of Glenorchy, so this makes things really interesting.
I reckon about 5 seconds before that, Launceston were trying to give away a professional free kick because Glenorchy were goal side. This becomes a really important kick. The other thing, getting back to Chase Jones, you hear such great things about him as a character and the leader that he potentially could become when he does get to an AFL club. So certainly clubs would love that aspect of him.
Adam Roberts is the man with the football. Can he be the hero here and keep Glenorchy in striking distance of Launceston? You betcha! You betcha. There's lots of life in this game yet. Don't worry about that. Do not go anywhere.
It was 15 points at quarter time, the margin in this game, so this is probably the closest they've been for a long time. Glenorchy, good finish from Roberts. Didn't look the best kick off the boot, Gilly, but it found its way there. Doesn't matter how it gets there, as long as it goes through the big sticks, and it did.
Exactly right. A lot of credit to Rowbottom for making that contest.
Yep.
He has been brilliant.
He's been very good coming in. Bounce in favour of Auckland. Bit of work to do here, Blues, just to kill off this game. Jones, in the end, got it to the boot. Joseph through traffic, magnificent. Finds a target. That's a good catch from the youngster.
Wow.
Really good stuff from Bailey Bester, showing plenty on the big stage. Finds his target. Most recent goal kicker in Roberts.
I reckon it's right on his margin. He'd love Daniel Joseph to run around the back here. Where's he? On his left
was
foot.
the one
Walker's
looming
just on his
around.
own, down deep.
So he's shaping as if he is going to have a look at the sticks. He's going to ask plenty off the right boot and out to the right. It falls shallow. It might just, almost fell for a mark. Rainbird pirouette almost on the boot. Mundy now. And Taylor caught high. It's just the free kick they didn't need.
A little bit over-exuberant, wasn't it?
Young Bailey Bester, he's shown plenty. So Taylor out of defence now. Looks long onto the wing. Riley the target over his head and punched out of bounds.
Around the grounds in the AFL. Fremantle leading Collingwood by a goal.
Get up.
Your Dogs, Cam.
Heartbreak, Brent. No luck.
Would like Fremantle to win. Opens up top four for Melbourne.
Good news for all of us, I reckon, if the Dockers get up. Hurts me to say that, though. As Glenorchy try and get it in attack again. Bouncing ball inside 50. Picked up by Harper and big tackle.
Rowbottom.
And holding the footy. Huge moment in the game. And it's that man again, boys.
Well, he's quite unfashionable if you look at him from a body shape point of view, but he just plays with great effort, and he's dangerous when the ball hits the ground. But importantly, he works really hard defensively to lock it in, and that's been a feature of his game today. And early on, when his team was probably struggling, he was able to bob up and kick some goals.
He was a late inclusion. This for goal number 4 and to put his team right back in contention. Brodie Rowbottom, you star!
Well, 4 of the best. We're back to 11 points, and gee, it's been a great response from Glenorchy. We'll probably wax lyrical about the injury to Jay Bowden and the potential impact that might have had emotionally on the team, seeing their star player go off the ground with an injury in the first quarter, knowing that he wouldn't return. And we kept on saying, boys, where are the goals going to come from? Well, they've come from Brodie Rowbottom. He's kicked 4. Ryan Banks-Smith bobbed up for 2 in that third quarter, and that's what they've needed. And Launceston, they need to get their hands on the footy here. Glenorchy coming.
They're coming hard. And that bounce will have to be done again. Sam Bridges, not your best work.
Well, I told you, boys, not to write the Magpies off.
I can't recall you saying that, but...
We wrote the Dogs off, and they nearly got there.
And up it goes again. So, big moment in this game.
Plenty of time left, too.
Heaps of time. Daly comes through. Gets it on the boot. Manufactures something. Boyce catches it. Atkin disrupts. Throws it on the boot. A spiralling ball. Walker. Through the hands. Butterfingers. No good. Out it comes. Boyce almost. Wrapping up in a tackle was Walker. Out the back from Geard. He had his ball blocked. Shepherd now with some time and space to assess options. A silly free kick.
Well, that was the moment, wasn't it? Mitch Walker had a real opportunity to take the mark, and he just looks like he's bereft of some confidence at the moment. You know, he's got some real athleticism.
Thorpe now, long, and inside 50, almost for Auckland. Out the back was Parker, did well. Arnold, he does very well. Finds Banksmith.
They're out.
Now assesses options. Salter now. If they get it moving quick, they are out, as you say, gentlemen. Inboard, looking for Roberts. Got to make a contest. does, but no one in black and white is there to help
On
out.
the ball.
Great tackle.
Gee,
Daly
yeah.
now. Gunther, usually good by foot, is again here over the head of Walker. Just didn't look like he wanted the footy. Rainbird out the back. Webb now. Almost for James Webb. Out the back is Geared. He's all on his own. As easy as you like. Glenorchy.
Well,
This is massive.
what was absolutely magnificent was the defensive bump from young Bester, I think it was, that allowed Geared to run. Was it Geared that went on and kicked that goal? Because it was a 2-on-1 situation. The Launceston player was trying to get across to put some pressure on, but it was a magnificent bump. Coaches love that. Gave his teammate Geared the opportunity to kick the goal. Brilliant work from Glenorchy. 5 points. My word, they've lifted.
What did it get out to? Did it get out to 30?
I reckon it did
It
get
got
out to
close
5
to it
goals
anyway.
at one
It
point.
was 5 goals.
I reckon
Less than a kick
Leadham
in it.
kicked the first goal of the third quarter, boys.
Enormous finish to this game coming up. Do not go anywhere. How exciting as Daly comes out of the middle. And now ball bouncing inside 50. Launceston trying to control it. Salters there. Harper gathers but dragged down. Bailey Bester on top of him. Have a ball up.
Gee, Daly, he's been good, hasn't he? Some of
lifted.
his touches.
They've lifted in the middle, Brownie. That's where
Yeah.
they've got on top.
Exactly.
It's all Glenorchy at the moment in this final. It is huge. Huge moment of the game and has to throw.
Wow, they have all the momentum at the moment. Launceston just can't get their hands on the footy.
Mitch
And,
Walker.
Mitch Walker, who hasn't had his best day. He missed a mark that he really should have taken.
It's a lead on here. Ignores that though. He'll go back and back himself in.
Well, he might be trying to get himself involved in the game. And not
This-
a bad shout either.
If he kicks this, it won't matter what else he's done.
This to put Glenorchy in front after being 5 goals down. Top of the square. Had the journey almost, but through for a rush behind. Exciting finish to this game.
Jeez.
Glenorchy looked on the canvas when their star, Jay Bowden, went down. Lonnie were all over him. All over him. Now it's the other way around. And now they've got it again, the Magpies. Banks Smith. Back to Webb. They can't get it past halfway, Launceston. Banks Smith again. And now here's a chance for the Blues to get it away. Riley. Handballs it forward to Thorpe, his former coach. And now Taylor. There's a whistle blown, advantage paid. Can this be the goal that Launceston's looking for? Kicks on its way. Bouncing ball. It's touched.
He was going in.
Was going, definitely going in.
He's been dangerous by in front of the goal. Smith would have been his third.
So Joseph out of defence now, picks out Roberts. Good lead from the youngster. It's been very handy for them.
Agree with that.
Eyes darting now, doesn't know where to kick, it goes long. Couple of big tools there for Launceston. Chase Jones with the crumb, that's out the full. It's on.
Here we go, boys.
You actually don't need to do this if you're either team.
Rough and tumble.
All that can happen is a 50-metre penalty or the free kick can be reversed against you. It's Mitch Rainbird's kick. He doesn't realise it's his.
So Mitch Rainbird.
And the tackle that went out of bounds, obviously, on the full from Chase Jones. Now he's going to go back. He's going to make sure he hits the kick, however.
He bites off the kick. Stuano, a cool head under pressure.
Always.
Now he finds another target. They move it up the wing. Next kick's important. Bank Smith takes the grab. What's offering on? Not sure where to head. Long and high. Almost over the head of, I think it's Walker out there, and out it goes. So it'll be thrown in.
So much on the line here, Gilly has called it early. If Lonnie win, the grand final is in Launceston. Simple as that. So everything to play for right now.
Whoever wins this gets a free swing at North Launceston next week. Up it goes. Driving was Walker. Webb. Braden Webb hands it off. Bank Smith, a tumbling punt through. Sniffing around was Daly. He's out the back. They whack it on the boot. It wasn't pretty. It was cut off though. Joseph now.
Clever.
Taps down. Atkin being good. Roberts! Strong hands!
Well, absolutely brilliant from Daniel Joseph.
It was so clever.
Just to knock it on to Atkin, who again lowered his eyes, and Roberts, he's been terrific.
So Roberts now, he has been terrific.
He gives his team the side his first opportunity to hit the front since I think their opening goal of the game, was it not?
Yep. They led the game by 9 points for 4 quick goals from Launceston. Roberts now to put his team in front. Gets the ride. It's out to the right.
Ooh.
Arriving late was a Magpie. Couldn't pick out who it was.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It's going to give him another look. It was thrown on the boot by Savage. Roberts again now.
Yeah, he's just got to think his way through the situation. Gee, lack of composure there, though, from Savage, wasn't it? Probably almost could have run it out. Perhaps he was worried about it being deliberate.
So Roberts hugging the boundary. This had taken almighty kick.
Oh.
It's a shocker of a kick. There's an unrealistic attempt in there somewhere. Scampers through it for a behind.
Yeah, Daly again. He's dangerous at ground level. He's had a big second half like a lot of his teammates.
So a lot of pressure on this exit outside 50. Roller Kelly Mansell to himself. Long high. Pack forms. Gunther punched away by Jones. Maybe not the wisest move. Daly sniffing around. Hands over the top looking for Bester. And Riley cuts it off and out it goes. Pressure mounting here for the Blues.
Great attack on the ball again from Daly. He's looking at the umpire for a free kick.
Want to have a close one here, boys?
Oh, it's a nail biter, Brent Costello.
Mitch Rainbird, often dangerous in these situations.
So back in it comes. Walker over his head. Cries for free kicks. Geared. Riley. Riding the tackle. Jones. Terrific. Thorpe does well. Taps the ball to his own advantage. Atkin. Terrific as well. Thorpe emerges. Mitch Thorpe over the top. He sold Rundle into trouble, but Rundle held without it. That'll be the pressure reliever.
Unlucky.
Rundle, brave kick inside. It had to be perfect and was. Here we are now. Looking forward as Riley takes a grab. This would be a real sucker punch.
He's got Ethan Jackson.
Riley, little one, drops it off for House.
He's a pretty big kick of the footy, boys. He will give himself a chance here.
He looks like he's eyeing it off.
I've seen him kick these. He was actually having a warm-up kick last night at North Hobart, Jamison House.
There we go.
Inside info.
Cam Brown does his homework. Jamison House. This would really sap the momentum of Glenorchy. Jamison House from outside 50. Oh, into the woodwork.
Well, he got the distance okay.
Gee whiz. Ball back in.
React quickly.
Glenorchy are away here. Banks Smith. They're running the wing. Mark taken. 5-point buffer. Approaching time on. Final term of this qualifying final. Huge stuff happening here at Blundstone Arena. James Webb's taking a mark inside 50.
That was terrific play.
End-to-end footy, coast to coast. And the Magpies will have a shot for about 20 metres out. And James Webb can kick him. Don't worry about that.
The margins of TSL footy, boys. Jamison House kicks that goal and it gets it out to a 10-point lead. All of a sudden, it's a poster, and Glenorchy can hit the front.
James Webb to put his team in front. He's missed it off to the right.
It was a tentative run-up. He tried to steer it through, and this is the pressure of finals footy. Sometimes the hard part, if you're Glenorchy, when you're coming back from a margin, is actually just getting in front, and you often see games where teams just pepper and can't get in front and never get there.
So ball spills out the back. Magpies have it through Atkin. They try and control it through Joseph now. And now Chase Jones gets the handball away. Rundle. And it's still alive
Free
here.
Kick. Well done, Gunther.
Free kick, yes. Going to Gunther, and he's on his haunches here, boys, too. But he'll get back up. He's okay.
I think he's just copped one where you don't want to cop it.
I reckon he has too. So Harrison Gunther, the young gun from Glenorchy. Kick under pressure is a beauty. Lands with Webb, who was dealt with after the kick. And it's in a dangerous spot here for Launceston. What can the Magpies muster? Camerick pops it up. Looks all right. Duffy couldn't get there, unfortunately for him. It's still with the Pies, though.
Well done, Stevenson.
And look at this.
Great kick.
Braden Webb takes the mark now.
We've got to take a bit of time to acknowledge Harper's effort there.
Oh, and 50, surely. It's 50. It is. Oh. It's 50. Silly stuff from Vandervelde. Will gift Braden Webb a goal and Glenorchy the lead. What was he thinking?
Why would you do it at this point in the game, and the 20-minute mark? You have to put your ego in the back pocket. Just don't even give the umpire a chance.
Braden Webb, the captain of Glenorchy, is about to put his team in front. Time on, final term. The skipper, the captain, takes his time, makes no mistake. Glenorchy are in front. They were 30 points down.
Well, they've been magnificent, haven't they, to come back from where they were. And the effort of Harper was terrific from a Launceston perspective, but I love the work of young Stevenson. Just a young player, and just had the presence of mind again to spot up the target. Braden Webb was lining up. We saw him miss one late in the second quarter, was it, boys, from a similar position. And unfortunately, some ill discipline from Vandervelde, and puts Webb on the goal line, and the Pies are in front.
Up we go. Duffy down. Riding the tackle is Shepherd. He's crunched by Daly.
Well, I think the bookmakers had it right, didn't they? They had this one being really tight, boys.
Well, we said at the outset, flip of the coin game, and it's ended up playing out that way. Launceston has seen the lead evaporate in this final term.
And what Glenorchy have done is thrown one behind the footy, which means Launceston will have an extra one at the stoppage. I think it's Ryan Tyrrell.
It is Brownie, well seen. Smith with a fresh airy there. Back there, Auckland just tries to work through it.
It's young Jack Stevenson who's standing in the hole, deep in defence for Glenorchy, so he's just got to position himself here for the intercept.
Geared now, gets it well off hands. Banksmith steers it in the direction of James Webb. He's got it, Webb. Plays on. That's a great looking kick in the best of direction. Not taken by Vandervelde, runs it out. Rainbird into him. Just didn't quite hold it. There's nothing in that, Brent Costello. The Magpie fan coming out in you right there. Will be tossed in. Forward pocket for Glenorchy. Another goal here. Makes it very difficult. Auckland all on his own though. How did Glenorchy have no one there? Gear loses it. The Blues through hands. Paul Freeman comes to Joseph. Joseph! Joseph! Wow!
Wow, indeed.
Player of the year during the week.
And he's got player of the week.
Oh, he'll be player of the week for sure. What a moment.
That was brilliant footy, Daniel Joseph. And look, he's a very experienced customer now, whether it be at TSL level. We've seen him go and play state footy in the NEFL, and he used all his experience to sit back at the stoppage, but just have the presence of mind and still the goal sense and forward craft to snap and put it out to an 8-point game. Geez, had a wonderful season and a solid game as well, I might add, today.
Extraordinary stuff this from Glenorchy. How courageous have the Magpies been? What have Launceston got left in them? Riley pumps it inside. Can they get one back here, the Blues? Thorpe, the veteran, dragged down. Ball alive.
They're swarming, Bruno.
They are. They're all over him. Here's Daly.
Held without
Magpies
it.
blown a whistle. Yep, free kick Glenorchy. So time is slowly starting to become the enemy of Launceston now. Daly's kick worked okay in the end. Well, I just can't believe this. What a fight back.
It's 9 goals to 4, boys, so Glenorchy have kicked 8 of the last 9 goals, I think.
McKnight pushes it forward. And now Boyce. And now Bailey Bester. It's a high ball. Can anyone mark it? They can! Another Glenorchy mark. It's the skipper. It's Braden Webb.
Strong hands.
And this is where he'll use all his experience, Gilly. Yeah, great call. Very strong hands. But he'll just wait, chew up 25 seconds of the clock. The experience has come to the fore for Glenorchy.
They were down by 30. Their
It's been a
lead
stunning
is
turnaround,
8.
isn't
It's
it?
been extraordinary, Brownie.
Been
9
one-way
goals
traffic.
to 4. And since then,
Braden Webb goes short.
That's a shock.
Camerick, not sure what he was thinking. Launceston turn it over. That was a really poor decision by the skipper. Anyway, play goes on. They get it back, the Magpies. Joseph's there, Arnold, Gunther.
great
And
kick.
Gunther's done well.
Super kick.
And the skipper gets it back.
Super play from Arnold. They are just so well organised back there. Arnold, Joseph, Gunther.
This is huge. Absolutely huge. Without their star players, Jay Bowden left in the first quarter.
No Grant.
No French.
No Mott.
And they're going to
No
have to
Mott.
roll
We
the
haven't
dice,
spoken about
aren't they?
Mott. This is unbelievable from Glenorchy.
Well, from a Launceston perspective, they've just got to go now straight up the middle of the ground. There's probably 2 or 3 minutes left in this game. They're 8 points behind. They need 2 goals.
In it comes again. Can they kick the sealer here, the Magpies? Here's Webb. Here's Camerick. Bouncing ball. Vanderveld's there to collect. Does okay and gets it out of danger. Or is it deliberate?
Couldn't be deliberate.
No, I wouldn't pay it.
Yeah, no.
There were cries for it. There were cries for it. Don't worry about that. Well,
26 and change gone here, Breno.
8 points. It's starting to just get away from Launceston now, you would think. Time is well and truly the enemy. How long do you reckon to go, Brownie? A couple of minutes?
A couple of minutes, I would have thought. We're
Been a
just
few
about
goals.
to tick into 26.5 minute marks. I would have thought maybe 28.5, 29.
We wait the ball in. Launceston have it.
Jackson.
Ethan Jackson pops it up, and that's a terrible kick, and the Glenorchy will get it back again.
Look, it was well worked. He read it beautifully off the stoppage, and he found some time and space, but unfortunately,
Just didn't work for
just
him.
shanked it off foot.
So it's going to be Daniel Joseph to bring it in here, Breno.
And Glenorchy will be happy to go sideways. They'll be happy to go short, take some time off the clock, or just go down the line. So smart kick.
Joseph Long looking in the Duffy direction. Duffy.
Slow down, he says. Slow down.
Having some of the experienced players come to the fore from a Glenorchy perspective, and some of their one-on-one marking in this last quarter has been brilliant.
Yeah, their strength in the contest has been
They have.
superb.
They go on and win this game. It's been a terrific effort from them. Gee, you'd be bitterly disappointed if you're Sam Lonergan and Launceston Footy Club.
So Duffy now, a stutter off the right. Never looked like going through the middle.
Okay, so Glenorchy got to be set up. Launceston will go up the middle of the ground. Watch for Mitch Thorpe. He'll probably try and knock it on. Rushton might be the target.
So a quick play on from Kelly Mansell. He's going to try and run some metres. Long, right down the guts, looking in the Thorpe direction. Rushton takes it at his shoelaces. But it's a Thorpe free kick. Thorpe now, a big booming boot. Looks long as they rush back inside 50. Riley, did he cop one high? He did! Oh, does this game have another twist in it?
I just thought Glenorchy, they had some time there to get back. It was always going to go up the middle of the ground. Unfortunately, free kick was given away. Riley has to kick this, though, boys. It won't be easy. He's going to be right on 50.
This is going to take Dylan Riley's best. He's wasting no time. Goes right for some distance.
He just faded.
Just fades. So a minor score, and it gets the Glenorchy fans
So no risk here. Down the line. if you're
excited.
Glenorchy.
Quick for Geared. And he
Pretty
can
dark
milk the
here now,
clock.
boys. Lights aren't on yet.
No, that's a good call, actually.
So Geared now. Back pocket. Long and strong. Gunther down. It's picked up by Roberts. They'll just navigate the boundary
yes.
nicely. Daly, a beautiful kick for Webb. He hands over to Rowbottom. He was the fire starter today. Can he just cap it off? He looks towards the goal. Kicks in the Bester direction. Not gathered. Bester out of the air. That's magnificent. What a way to put the full stop on an outstanding comeback. Bailey Bester. And the Pies will play North Lonnie.
What a goal.
I can't believe what we've seen.
He can't do a thing wrong. Rowbottom, I thought he might have been able to run in a bit closer and kick his fifth, but he just drove it long. And Bester, he wasn't in the favourable position, it's got to be said, in the one-on-one contest, but he just created spillage and hacked it out of mid-air. Everything going right from the Glenorchy Footy Club in the second half. We're actually going to do it on the bit, boys. 14 points.
They're home.
Unbelievable stuff. Glenorchy have turned this around like you would not believe. 30-odd points down, now lead it. A good mark taken by Daniel Joseph, who's been magnificent again. That kick goes over the head of Paul Freeman. Ball still alive here for Launceston. Can't be long left in this one. Tyrrell with the footy. And umpire's blown the whistle.
Paul Freeman free kick.
Yeah, going to be a free kick to Paul Freeman.
And 50 metres as well to go with it. So you'd think time is up now.
Even if time is up, why are you getting yourself in that position if you're Camrick? Just a silly mistake to make.
13-10, 88, 10-14, 74. 30 minutes gone, almost 31 minutes gone. Paul Freeman, and there it is! Glenorchy have done the unthinkable. 30 points down, have fought back and won this by 14 to set up a date with North Launceston next week for a place in the TSL Grand Final of 2018.
Well, that's how to win how to win a finals game of footy, boys. Slam on 6 goals to your opponent and keep them goalless. Albeit they kicked 6 behinds Launceston, but that was stunning to watch.